Hey, how's it going? Thanks again for the like, shares, follows, and subscribes. This is part two of Heal the Broken Child Inside of Me. Again, welcome back. This isn't just a continuation, it's deeper. It's a deeper dive into healing and the parts of me I once had to silence or I felt once were silenced. But this next part might be a little tough to share, but I'm willing to do that work, willing to do that work. So, bear with me. We're going to dive right into it. The first question on part two of Healing the Broken Child Inside of You is, what did you need to hear as a child that no one ever said to you? My answer was, hell, I think I need to hear this as an adult too. Sometimes, but as a child, we healing the inner child. But I love you. Never lose focus. I never meant to neglect you. You are valued and important, and you're also appreciated. I say this because as a child, man, I started working at an early age, middle school. But yeah, me and my siblings, we worked and paid bills as a child. So I feel like we didn't really have a childhood. We started working at a young age. So our childhood was through the wind. So I lived my childhood back in my 20s, maybe early 30s. But, the childhood exuded out of my life because it wasn't a normal childhood for me. Just gonna be honest. But question number two was, when was a moment you felt truly safe, free, or joyful as a child? Again, number two was, when was a moment you felt truly safe, free, or joyful as a child? For me, as a child, man, I never felt safe, man. I never really felt safe, man. Just a traumatic, dramatic, a lot of drama, a lot of chaos as a child. A whole lot of killings around me, a whole lot of prison visits, a whole lot of, just a lot of hectic stuff, man, that I don't think, honestly, man, I don't think one of you kids today could live my childhood that I lived. Boys wouldn't survive. But anyway, again, my answer is I never felt safe or, joyful as a child, because I always worked the job or did something else to escape all my pain. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to run from that pain, man. Even when I look back, not knowingly, but when I look back as a child, when you go through a lot, man, it's like you run and you're trying to escape the pain, man. And I finally moved away and started figuring things out for myself because I took time out of my life to myself and started focusing on myself. And I had to realize these things growing up. But we'll get to the last question. I don't want to hold you guys too long. What was something you loved or dreamed of as a child that you abandoned, and why did you let it go? Honestly, man, for me, I got two different answers. But again, the question was, what was something you loved or dreamed of as a child that you abandoned, and why did you let it go? Man, I always wanted a family, man. I remember the good family moments where we was home watching movies, stuff like that, man. That's like everything to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can go out, kick it with people, but like, who are we when we go home to each other? We could be at work. We could listen to the boss. We could do everything he tells us. We can kick it with our friends and have joyful moments. But who can you really be honest with at the end of the day when you go home to your house and you look in the mirror? Are you really being honest with yourself and being true to yourself? But again, that last question, what was something you loved or dreamed of as a child that you abandoned? Again, I would say, man, honestly, spending time with joyful individuals, preferably family. But again, joyful, peaceful, you know what I'm saying? I think, I believe I abandoned it because everybody that I was around, it's like they was running with me. You know what I'm saying? We all trying to escape something. Maybe I was in the past that they trying to escape, or maybe, I was in the past that they want to let go. But sometimes we gotta, we got to, what they say, if it don't apply, let it fly. But man, spending time with joyful individuals, preferably family, helping people, man. I don't know. I always had a desire to help people. I don't know what that was about. I guess the big heartedness in me, but I let go of the attachments because the majority was for themselves, looking to catch up instead of catching on. And honestly, just one-track minded, man. We don't really have a lot of genuine people in the world today, man, and everybody's for themselves. That's why, families don't have family reunions no more, because I stay away from the chaos, madness, and the drama, because I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. If I don't know you, I don't really want to fool with you, even if you family or not. However, my point is, we got to get back to them roots, man. That's what worked for us, man. That's what worked back in the day. But again, this is Healing the Little Child Inside of Me, part 2. Hey, I hope you took what you could from it. The rest, if it don't apply, let it fly. Hey, thanks again for following Zo-ologist. I truly, truly appreciate, all the love that I've been getting. Hey, tell a friend to tell a friend. Thanks again. Blessings.